Wingardium Leviosa!
It's Leviosa, not Leviosa.
No? Really? Alright, Olympia Dukakis.
Enough! Weezer, this is your chance to do something for your fellow man. Knock her lights out, Let go of me!
I got kicked out of Hogwarts a long time ago, so I don't know these things. But I do know that the world of Harry Potter is back in a big way. J.K. Rowling, the author of all the other Harry Potter books, has written a new series of books. It's called Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. And of course, Warner Brothers jumped on that whole thing to release at least 5 movies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-time champion of movies based on Fantastic Beasts. And it's really, really cool. This is actually a prequel to the whole Harry Potter thing. So before Harry Potter got locked in the closet, got out of the closet, went to Hogwarts and just destroyed everything, or saved everything, depending on how you looked at it. This takes place in a 1930s era in New York City and not in England, which is pretty cool. It's like the same time King Kong kind of took over New York. You see? Fantastic Beasts follows a young man named Newt Scamander, played by Stephen Hawking.
Thank you.
Not really. It's Eddie Redmayne, but he may as well be Stephen Hawking in the movie. Yeah, he plays a young, clumsy, bumbling guy who's from Britain, and he comes to the Americas to with his case, a literally briefcase full of crazy, fantastic beasts. And he wants to let one of them out in the open and free, you know, in the desert. It's really cool. So that's like basically his goal, but something happens and a lot of the beasts get loose in New York City, which is a very King Kong kind of thing. But it is a sight to be seen, and it's done on a large, grand scale. So in this 1930s America, there is also a group that does not like wizards or witches, and they want to see them gone. So Newt has to deal with all of that as well. But he comes into contact with a guy named Jacob Kowalski, played by the amazing and hilarious Dan Fogler, which you might remember him from.
You want to take your shirt off. You want to take your shirt off.
God, I love that movie. And here he is basically the comic relief. He plays a man who is a factory can worker who aspires to open up a bakery, and just comes into contact with Newt, and they both go on this crazy adventure to try to save New York from all of the beasts that are, you know, causing havoc. But then there is another sinister threat, which is, of course, the evil wizard. And I guess this wizard is going to play a big part in the overall 5 movies of this series. And this new evil wizard is called Gellert Grindelwald, and there's tons of newspaper montages of what he's all about at the very beginning of the movie. But in this film, you kind of get an overall sense of evil. Like the director of the last 4 Harry Potter movies has directed this Fantastic Beasts film and will direct the next 4. His name is David Yates, and he has a very dark image and feel to these Fantastic Beasts. There are really no kids in this film. This is a very adult feeling in this world. So there's not a whole lot of, you know, growing up, coming of age things here, so which is cool. But yeah, it is a very dark movie, but a lot of fun. What J.K. Rowling and David Yates have done have really broadened this whole world that we see, because really in the Harry Potter films we really only see Hogwarts and like one tiny street in England where Harry Potter goes for the summer. But in this we see like the whole wizarding world and magic world taking place in New York or across the country, and it's really, really cool to see this. And you know, there's tons of new creatures and beasts and different like buildings with like all the magic that happens inside of them, that like, you know, buildings that go up 200,000 stories high. But one of the coolest things is the actual briefcase that the beasts are in.
I don't think I'm dreaming.
Oh, give it away.
I ain't got the brains to make this up.
Doesn't that look cool? Yeah, it was just, the imagery was just so well done here. Colin Farrell is actually in the film, and he plays a bad guy, and he is excellent at it. You just, like, you hate him, but he has his reasons. There's also a really cool character who's like a teenage boy who's played by Ezra Miller from Perks of Being a Wallflower, and his story is very, very sadistic, but he's like the main force that drives this movie home, and I think he's going to play a bigger part in the other films, much like J.K. Rowling set up in the first Harry Potter film, where she introduced characters that really played a bigger role in the later films. This happens in Fantastic Beasts, and it's done very well. So yes, Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them is an origin story where all of the characters get their, their due timing to really develop and meet them and really, fall in love with them. I can't wait to spend more time with them in the future films. The movie itself looks bleak and dark. There's not a whole lot of primary colors in this, but it is still a fun movie despite its bleakness. There was part of me that missed, elements of Harry Potter and all the kid stuff that they would do.
Say something.
Who doesn't miss that? But yes, I think that, the movie, Fantastic Beasts is a good movie. I wouldn't say it's my favorite of the year, but it's definitely worth seeing because it's going to play into a bigger storyline down the road. And there are a few names that you will recognize from the previous Harry Potter movies, so that's really cool too. But overall, Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them is a solid movie. I saw it in IMAX. I did not see it in 3D, but I could see where the 3D would look pretty cool, like jump out effects. Yeah, go see Fantastic Beasts. It is a good start to a future franchise. Thanks for watching.